Hello there! Welcome to my continuing playthrough of Star Trek Online. This will be the second part in the Delta Quadrant, which is going to be taking quite a while. The Delta Quadrant's a long arc, let me just put it that way, and we're only at the beginning of it. Anyway, I'm going to get some playtime in tonight, make some progress here. Let's see how I break the game tonight. No, seriously, I don't want the game to break. I don't want it to break anymore. Greetings from beautiful Ryza. Let's get the game up here. Press any key. By the way, I wanted to show this last time, I forgot to. Anyway, this is the bridge on the ship now. It's a little nicer than what I had before on the Gallant. This is the Origin bridge, which is actually this is the default bridge option for Starfleet, and it's actually not too bad. I hadn't really actually looked at it before until I decided to go with it for this build, but I have an actual view screen now that actually has space. And overall, this bridge design is okay. It's pretty nice. I don't mind it. It's a little bit. It's still on a little bit of a large size, but pretty much everything in STO is a little big, especially interiors, ready room. It's the same as before. It's the same ready room on every bridge. So, and I'm not gonna look at the crew deck because the crew deck is exactly the same as it was before. But anyway, this is our bridge here, and yes, I can actually sit in the chair this time. Very nice, very nice. But enough about that. We got things to do tonight. Get off the bridge. And get ourselves in the Delta Quadrant. Pretty sure. They always get. You always be like, but Easy Maven, why do you need to keep checking your audio? You know, because, you know, as a streamer, I've gotten kind of paranoid about this sort of thing. Because I've had too many instances where it's like, oh, part of your audio isn't working. So, and I don't find out until I'm done with the stream. Oh yeah, it's working fine. So, as long as I got that reassurance, I'm okay, because, you know, unlike other streamers, I don't have anybody in my chat to tell me that there's something wrong with my stream. So, I have to kind of fill that role myself and figure it out. Anyway. So last time, we met up with Tuvok on the Voyager, and we dealt with Eric Cooper, the Undine fake out dude who's been toying with us for quite a while. I mean, who knows if whatever happens to real Eric Cooper. Was the real Eric Cooper the one we found on the Borg planet way back when? And did he get switched when we went to take on the Borg in fluidic space? I think that's probably when he got switched. It's right then, because coincidentally he was the only survivor from that ship and nobody else did. So anyway, let's see. Tonight we got reunion. We're gonna be meeting up with an old friend with this, you know. Let's go in here.
A group of Talaxians living in the Intaba system are ready to move to a new homeworld. Admiral Tuvok and Voyager have gone ahead to begin preparations, and I'd like you to assist them.
Sure thing, Madame. Or Sir. Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Technically, we're the same rank now, I guess. Actually, I'm level 62. I'm a fleet admiral now. I'm the highest rank in Starfleet. But I still don't have a desk job. I'm still in ship, so I'm okay with that. Alright, helm. Set a course. Intaba system. As I mentioned the last time, since I got up to Fleet Admiral, I have ranked to... I can max out my gear now. I did farm some Phoenix upgrades and just kind of upgrade everything to Mark 15. At least everything important to Mark 15 on here. There's still some stuff on here that I haven't really upgraded because it's not really worth it to max out. But all the important stuff has been maxed out for the moment. And we got more of this button clicking. I'm going to get this out of the way. I know, we have arrived at our destination already. Let me just make sure the reputations are going. Because as I said before, I kind of want to get these up to tier 5 as soon as possible. I wish the thing would be just like, just do it. Don't let me click 3 times to just do the thing. Just do the thing. This is something that, you know, game designers can really learn from, what not to do. Just save the player a few button clicks, please. It's not that hard to do. I swear, this probably wouldn't be quite so tedious if I didn't have to like click multiple times. If I could just select all and just do everything with the available resources, done. Then I can move on to playing the game. Because this is not really playing the game. This is just, as I like to say, it's just clicking buttons. That's all this is. Clicking buttons, clicking buttons, clicking buttons. I'm not going to borrow the Admiralty right now. I'm over level 62 now, which the game doesn't tell you, but you actually do get another free ship at level 62. You get another choice of a tier 5 retrofit ship. So as Federation, you can get a tier 5 Galaxy class, Intrepid class, or Defiant class. And those are ships that can be upgraded into a T5U. They're really no better than a regular tier 5 ship that you get for free anyway, but I suppose that none of them are particularly all that great, but you know, if you got nothing else, you got nothing else. So, and I hope you like those 3 choices, because that's all you're gonna get. So, but anyway, let's start the mission here. Oh, I do have access to the Endeavor system now too, by the way. It's this thing right here. I think I've already explained this before. You have to do these tasks and get points, and that'll upgrade your perks. I think I did talk about this last time. Whatever. Let me start the mission here. And yes, the Ryza event is going on now. I don't know when I'm going to get to that with this character, because lore-wise, we're kind of in the Delta Quadrant right now, and we're not in the Beta Quadrant anymore, so... And Ryza's in the Beta Quadrant, so... Admiral Maven is too busy to go to Ryza right now. Maybe if we get the Delta Quadrant done in time, we will go to Ryza. I have one of my other tunes is on Ryza. I'm doing stuff with them, so... I'm not ignoring it completely. But don't worry, I'm not gonna miss the chance to get the jellyfish. I'm not crazy about the jellyfish, but anyway. We have arrived in the Intaba system, sir. Our orders are to rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok on Voyager. Setting a course to their coordinates now. Oh, what's this? It's shitty Klingons.
Voyager is under attack by the Kazon. Engines are offline, requesting assistance.
I see that. You can't handle them, Tuvok? They're shitty Klingons. shot's missing. There we go. Like I said, the Kazon are shitty Klingons.
Thank you for your assistance. We were en route to the Talaxian base when we were ambushed by the Kazon. The damage is relatively minor, but my crew will require time to make repairs. However, I have a personal request. The leader of the Talaxian colony served with me on Voyager. Would you be willing to take me there?
Of course, Admiral Tuvok. Be more at your convenience.
This base is populated by Talaxians. My shipmate from Voyager, Neelix, joined them before they moved to this location. The Talaxians have been looking for a new homeworld for quite some time, and now they have found one.
Are we gonna get to sample
The
Neelix's
Alliance's history
famous
with
cooking?
The relocation of the Romulans will be invaluable in this process.
Starfleet! Oh, what a thrill! It's so wonderful to see someone from the Federation again. It's been so long, and I keep in touch with my friends, but subspace isn't the same, and listen to me, I'm rambling on. My name is Neelix, and I serve as Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. Before that, I spent 7 years on the U.S.S. Voyager with Captain Catherine Janeway.
Admiral Janeway. She was promoted some time ago.
Admiral Janeway? Of course!
Admiral.
She certainly earned that promotion. My link to the Alpha Quadrant wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be. Instead, Genovan Dyson Sphere opened a path straight to the Delta Quadrant. Now we get all sorts of news, but yours is the first ship to visit. I may make a trip to Earth myself sometime, sample the cuisine, but that will have to wait until after the colonization. I barely have a minute to myself anymore. There's just so much to do.
About the colonization.
Oh, you've come to help? How wonderful! But of course, Starfleet's always pitching in to help out, aren't they? Why, in all my years as ambassador to the Delta Quadrant, I've done everything I could to uphold the good name of the Federation. I don't always have the resources to do more than diplomatic visits, but we try to help out anyone we can, whenever we can. There are Alcompan ships out there right now. Did you know that? My people are helping them explore the stars.
I'm sure the Federation appreciates your efforts on its behalf. But could we get back to the colonization efforts?
Ow, where are my manners? You must be tired and thirsty after your long journey. Come to the colony. We'll fix you right up. But if I could impose on you just for a small favor first. The Kazon Nistrum have been giving us a lot of trouble lately. We've constructed some shield generators to protect the base, but the Kazon keep knocking them offline, and all my shuttles are prepping for the colonization. Could you reactivate the shields for us?
Of course, Neelix will.
Wonderful!
We'll do that.
Just fly to the generators and start the relaunch sequence. It will take them a few minutes to get up to full strength, but that shouldn't be a problem. After that, beam down to the colony. I'll start making some nice Leola root stew for you.
Sounds wonderful. Restart three shield generators. Got it. There we go. That completes all the satellite repairs, sir. Shielding systems coming back online now. Good work.
Thank you so much for your assistance. You may beam down to our base at your leisure. Oh, and speaking in my formal capacity as permanent ambassador, welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
Thank you, Neelix. Would you like to beam down to the base, sir? Yes.
It's so good to meet you in person. View screens are so impersonal, don't you think? May I shake your hand? If memory serves, that's how... Mr. Vulcan? Is that you, Tuvok?
Indeed. It is
Tuvix.
agreeable to see you again, Neelix.
What a wonderful surprise. Come, my friends, we have so much to discuss.
Hey guys, remember Tuvix? Remember what happened with him? Oh, I'm sorry, that probably brings up bad memories, doesn't it?
You look well, Neelix.
As do you. Family, children. Being here has changed me for the better.
Indeed. This colony is an improvement on your previous home.
Twice as large and completely updated. You should see the kitchen.
But you still seek a new homeworld?
Yep, this is the way Neelix goes. He just jumps like 10 feet in the air.
Of course, children need sun and open skies.
He's
A
very
place to
spry.
Put down roots.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's
What was
normal.
that?
Sir, the Kazon returned almost as soon as you transported down. We drove them off, but they got a lucky shot in at the base before they left. Sensors are showing some structural damage in the operations bay. Acknowledge. Inform me if the Kazon returned.
The operations bay? Dexter was in there. Dexter's trapped. Please do something. Dex is a little dizzy, but she'll be fine. I have to stay with her, though. I'm afraid I must impose on your kindness again. Several of our systems were damaged in the attack, and I can't help fix them just now.
Of course I'll help. Neelix, what can I do?
Several of our systems are malfunctioning. Our communications, environmental controls, engineering, and the controls for the crane loading our ships all have been damaged.
You want me to fix everything? Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Also, I wonder now, since we transported her injured out of that position and over here, I wonder why they never came up with the idea in Star Trek that you can just use a transporter to repair an injury on somebody. I mean, if you think about okay, so they had the one episode way early. I think it was in Star Trek Next Generation Season 2, where Pulaski had the aging disease. And Picard figured out a way to use the transporter to basically revert her aging and revert her DNA to a normal process using a previous pattern buffer. It's why can't we just do that with injuries on people? It's we have a good copy of them in the pattern buffer, and if they get injured or mortally wounded, we can just quickly beam them, revert them into a good state, and they'll be hunky-dory. Although I guess the only downside of that, it probably would revert their memory back to when they had the pattern buffer done. Now it's hold on, why did they get away with Pulaski though? They physically prepared her DNA with the transporter. It's one of those things that happens in Star Trek, but it's never really brought up again. I don't know. Anyway. There's stuff to fix here. Let me see what we can fix here. Okay, that looks like that needs to be fixed. Looks kind of dangerous. Problem seemed in the console's power. Reroute power for secondary relays. Now we need to do the electroplasma flow. Auxiliary on ships. Right, so that goes. And I think we're good to replace the fuses now. Okay, that is fixed. And you know, since I'm over here, I do know that the other console is actually up over here. It doesn't show you on the map to go there, but you have to go take the turbolift up here. Can't tell you how long it took me to figure that out. First time I did this mission. The optimal range for frequency output for this model of communication array is near 8.4 tetrahertz. Frequency output can be adjusted by adjusting the output of the phase discriminator. Okay, so I'm going to increase till we get to 8. Done. Now we need to fix the crane. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Jump! I made it. Shortcut. Alright. Okay. Everything's good.
Thank you so much. Everything seems to be working properly now, and Dex is feeling much better. I need to take one final lap around the base and speak to a few people before we depart. Would you care to accompany me?
Certainly. Where are you going, Neelix? Why are you running in a circle around me? Kinda creeping me out. You stop doing that. What is wrong with you? Never mind. I'm going with Tuvok. Who's this person?
I need help loading this ship. Menix was supposed to help me, but now I can't find him, and I can't reach him on internal comms. I know he hasn't left the station yet, though. Could you look around and tell him that his shift has started?
Okay, I'll find Minix. I can do that.
The lack of discipline among the Talaxians is alarming.
You don't say, Tuvok. You don't say. Well, Minix is over here.
Greetings, friend. What can I do for you?
I'm helping Calax. She says she needs more workers for this shift.
Really? I was scheduled to work now, but I traded shifts with Oxel so I could meet a friend who's returning from a long trading mission. Find Oxel. He should be able to help you.
Thank you.
I've known Menix for many years now. If he says he traded shifts, I believe him.
You believe him. Okay. I mean, I don't know him, but sure, I'll take your word for it, Neelix.
I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Oxel, and you must be one of Neelix's visitors from the Alpha Quadrant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm trying to track down who's supposed to be working who's supposed to be working the cargo loaders right now. Minix said he traded shifts with you.
That's right, but then I beat Drexa in a game of Kat is Kat, and she agreed to work the shift for me. You should find her.
Thank you.
Betting work shifts on a game of Caddis Cot is extremely unprofessional.
You don't say.
Hi there. I'm Drexa. I heard you helped save Dex's life. Those Kazon always bothering us. I wish they'd just find someplace else to go. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm trying to find out who is supposed to be working the cargo loaders. Oxel said you lost a game of Caddis Cot to him and agreed to work his shift as payment.
Oh, yes, that's right. I worked his shift, though. Check the duty roster. It should all be there.
Thank you.
Drexa never worries about the details, but she's one of the nicest people I know.
Yeah, ever wonder, Neil's, why nobody wants to hire Talaxians? You're kind of lazy. The duty roster shows that Drexa did work a shift for Oxel, but she worked Oxel's original shift rather than the time marked for Minix's shift. Huh.
Oh, it's you again. Did you find what you needed?
I checked the duty roster. Oxel had traded shifts with Minix, so when you did Oxel's shift, you were actually supposed to work Minix's shift.
Really? But I worked the shift that was in the duty roster.
Very well. Honestly, I don't care who works the shift, just somebody worked the shift.
Did you find Drexa?
Yes, and I checked the duty roster. It wasn't updated with your trade with Minix, and so Drexa did your original shift by mistake.
Oh, what a goof! I told her I traded shifts with Menex. At least I think I did. Does that mean both Menex and Drexa showed up for my shift?
I'll talk to Minix.
Hey there! I talked to Oxel, and he told me what happened. Did you find Drexa?
Yes, and I looked at the duty roster. Drexa was supposed to do your shift to repay her debt to Oxel, but did his original shift by mistake. But where were you?
Oh, that explains it. I showed up for the shift a bit late, but Calyx said she already had enough workers and I could go back to my quarters. Normally, I would be happy to work, but my friend will be back any time now. That's why I traded shifts in the first place.
I see. Talaxians.
Did you find Menix?
Minix said he traded shifts with Oxel. Drexel lost a bet to Oxel and took the shift as payment. But Drexel did Oxel's original shift by mistake instead of Minix's, so when Minix showed up to work Oxel's shift, you told him you had enough help and that he could leave. Did we understand all of that? Because I don't care enough to understand. Just somebody do the damn shift.
Sounds like quite a series of miscommunications. But I still need help here. What do you think I should do about it?
Honestly, all of them take responsibility for this. Pull them all off so they can all three of them work on the ship and get it done. Like, I don't care. Drexler should work the shift. Just because she accidentally took another one doesn't mean you should let her off the hook for what she agreed to do. There you go. Problem solved. Okay. Next time, do your own management, please. You don't need to be your HR person trying to sort all this out. Meanwhile, Tuvok is just here doing absolutely nothing.
I need to scan the route we'll take to the colony. But the Kazon attack has damaged our astrometric system. All it will tell me is how far off I am from our target position. I feel like I'm taking shots in the dark. Would you be willing to help me?
Yes.
By adjusting the sensor array's pitch, up and down, and yaw, left and right, you can point the array at the target. By adjusting the force, you can change the distance the array examines. Be sure not to overshoot the target location. The array will be useless if that happens.
Okay. At this position, force to get the arrival coordinates close to the target position. Target must be within 1 kilometer for safe travel. So with this, just kind of gotta keep pressing until you get the numbers close. They'll start to go back down again. At that point, you need to like stop and go back and then do something else. Here we go. Are we good, Neelix? Have I done everybody's job adequately here?
I can't thank you enough for your help. Dex is going to be fine. The doctors say she'll be up and around in no time.
Glad to hear it, Neelix.
I need to return to Voyager. Please escort the Talaxian fleet to New Talix.
Alright. It will be an honor, Admiral.
We can return to Voyager at your earliest convenience. The Talaxians have much to do.
Certainly, Admiral. Are you ready to beam up, Captain? Yes. I'm done here. Didn't get that Leota Roots 2. Not that I was too crazy about that.
Thank you for all you have done for the Talaxians. I believe that they will be a valuable ally to us in the days ahead. That would not have been possible without your assistance. I am confident we will see one another again. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life to you, Admiral.
Our ships are ready to depart. Travel to the staging area to join us in our new adventure.
Alright, on my way, Neelix.
Are you ready to depart for New Talax?
Warp to New Talix. Let's go. 1, 2, breathe, 4, hit it. Sir, I'm detecting extremely high radiation levels in the system. Too high for a normal dispersal pattern. I'll investigate further. But first, Neelix is hailing us from the Talaxian transport vessel. On screen.
Are you detecting the theta radiation spikes? Those levels have been normal and steady for weeks now. What could have happened?
We'll check it out. You stay here with the fleet. Radiation, huh? Sir, there appears to be a high amount of theta radiation around the planet. Our scans indicate that it was recently placed here. It should not be an issue for us to remove them, but we would have to deal with whoever dumped the radiation in the first place. Neelix, do you have an idea of who did this?
Theta radiation could mean only one thing: the Malon. They lack the technology to recycle antimatter waste, which has led them to develop an entire industry around dumping theta radiation in various areas. We can't survive on New Talax if the Malon are going to use it as their personal garbage dump.
I'll deal with this, Neelix. Yes, because this is you get to see the Malon here, who are basically they are garbage dumpers. The entire race is centered around dumping radiation in places on garbage scows. Very much a stand-in for polluters. They're Captain Planet level-esque villains. Stop dumping your radiation near habitable planets. Just dump it in the middle of empty space. Like, Jesus. How hard can that be?
Unknown vessel. This site is claimed by the Malon. Go find your own dump site.
The Talaxians have claimed this system. You need to find another place to dump your waste.
Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another planet.
Excuse me? Don't just hang up on me.
Unknown vessel. This site is claimed by the Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another planet.
The Talaxians have been searching for years for a planet like their homeworld. It could assist you to find another dump site, preferably not near a habitable planet. The Malon have cut communications, sir. They're powering up weapons, but we're not a match for the Aegis. Red alert. Target their engines. Destroying their ships will only make their problem worse, probably. Since we're attacking Malon reinforcements on intercept course. More garbage scows. Wonderful. Battleship inbound. Oh, okay, battleship. Bring it, garbage people. That it? That all you got?
Enough! You've ruined me, wrecked my ship. At least spare my life.
Find another place to dump your trash. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you again.
The Malon are gone, but the radiation is still around. Oh, what can we do? This would have been a perfect homeworld. But we can't live here if the radiation is going to infect the entire planet.
The Aegis can easily remove the radiation. Just give us a moment. We can zap it with our deflector ray. Or deflector. I mean, it's like, you know, thing that most ships should have. Like, maybe we should show the Malon how to do this and zap the theta radiation away so they don't have to dump it everywhere. Because, wow, this is, like, so hard to do. And by the way, it can't just be, like, theta radiation. It has to be, like, theta particles that are giving off radiation. So, saying you're dumping radiation somewhere is like saying you're dumping electricity somewhere. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, you know?
Thank you so much for all of your help. You are a true friend to me and to the Talaxian people. Your crew will always be welcome on New Talax. And good luck in your voyages. I hope to see you again soon.
It has been a pleasure, Neelix. Best of luck to you and your people. You've completed our mission, sir. You can leave as soon as you're ready. Art system. Another mission successfully accomplished. Beating up garbage men.
The Malon were causing problems? Can't say I'm surprised. Hopefully this won't amount to more than a minor inconvenience. If it does, we'll be ready to take action.
Alright, what do we got here? We can get... I don't know which of these would be most useful to me. Okay, the first time you do this mission, you get like a Mark 13 item. On repeat playthroughs, I think they're like blue Mark 12s, so it's really not worth repeating. Yeah, I guess I'll probably get the neutronium.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Make my ship even more of a tank than it was before. Alright, so the next mission is Friend Unlikely Place. This is patrol missions, I believe.
It's been more than 30 years since Voyager passed through this region of space. But the echoes of what Captain Janeway and her crew did linger. We need to reestablish relationships here. I'm assigning you a region of space to patrol. Meet the locals and find out how things stand in the Delta Quadrant today.
Alright, patrol missions, yay. We have the lithium weekend going on too. Alright, so for this they gave me a patrol, the Argala system patrol. And when I looked up the I looked up Delta Quadrant missions on the wiki. According to its chronology, there's supposed to be a couple other patrols we probably should do at this time. The Borg Battlefield and Ocampan Freighter. So let's do the Argala one first. And then we'll do... The Ocampan Freighter, I remember, is like right around the Janolan Spear. Here. I don't know where Borg Battlefield is. I have to look it up here, but... Let's go to... Argala here. Enjoy our flight time. Are you liking the Delta Quadrant music so far? We did get a brief respite from it in the last mission. Wanted. This the Benthans, I think. Admiral, I am detecting an ongoing firefight. The combatants appear to be a Benfan Protectorate squadron and some Kazon. Orders? Let's give the Benthans a hand. We don't like shitty Klingons. You're bad enemies and you should feel bad for doing so.
entered an area controlled by the Fenthan Guard. Our scans indicate your ship is armed and operational.
Yes, it
and
is.
You have demonstrated your ability to assist in an ongoing operation. You will either join our squadron as a deputized Protectorate officer, or clear the area immediately.
Excuse me, deputized?
You are now my deputy. We are here to apprehend a suspect wanted in multiple systems for crimes not limited to theft, coercion, destruction of private property, and murder. When you arrived, we were dealing with one of this criminal's lieutenants. We've tracked the suspect to this system. Your assistance in this matter is required, and appreciated.
Okay.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. Concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
Come on, guys. Just... I know you're shitty Klingons, but just stop, okay? You don't need to keep doing this.
We recommend that you get underway and head for secure space. There's been a lot of turbulent activity recently, and multiple reports of danger to travelers.
Anything we should be aware of?
We've recently come across the remains of a battlefield between the Borg and an unknown adversary. Hasn't been there long. Bentham patrols first detected it only a few weeks ago. Since then, it has been a haven for scavengers. Our readings were inconclusive. As with all things dealing with the Borg, we recommend giving it a wide berth.
Interesting. If someone's been giving the Borg trouble, it could be good for us. Well, considering how Species 8472 turned out to be such a problem, the enemies of the Borg aren't always our friends. It'll probably be worthwhile to scout the fringes of Borg space and see if long-range sensors can pick up any indications of these unknown adversaries. Now, let's be sure to include this in our report.
We have the suspect in custody now, and we also apprehended a fair number of his associates. This part of space will be safer without their influence.
Right.
I'm dispatching medics to treat any wounded so they can stand trial, and an engineering team to ensure his ship is stable so we can tow it back to base. Thank you. We have it from here.
Alright. Keep that, and we are good to go. Alright, so I suspect they're referring to the Borg battlefield. I don't know where that is. Let me look it up here. Borg battlefield, it's in the Cerulean sector. Is there a Pacific system? Over here. I wish it would actually state what system it's in. The wiki doesn't say. Running upon the weak. No, that's not what we want. Oh wait, there's Borg battlefield. I see it's actually on the map here. Yeah, it's right there. Change course. Gamma duty officers. Yeah, sure. Take them. Control the battlefield. Let's take a look here. Greetings, beautiful Horizon. We have joined jellyfish. And you can race around in your hoverboard. Totally not from Back to the Future. And fly around in our jetpacks, which is totally safe. Unless you fly a wind one which runs out of fuel while you're high up in the sky and you fall to your death. Totally safe. Sir, all this wreckage is Borg. An entire fleet. The sensors aren't detecting any other type of wreckage. Whoever or whatever did this didn't take any losses at all. The worst? Let's scan the area. Maybe we can learn more about what happened here. I spot a gas. Scans are inconclusive, sir, but there aren't many things that could destroy a ship like that. Gas. This is also our shitty Klingons again. I wouldn't expect more hostiles in the area, sir. Looks like they're waiting for us. Well, oh, there's a cube. I think we can take it. It's only at half health. Picking up any immediate signatures in the immediate area. Borg cube vaporized. Intact data node. Watch out for those explosions. Dang it.
Integrity below 75%.
Told you to watch out for those explosions. They do a lot of damage. Thankfully we were able to tank that. Okay. No more enemies, good. Enemy signatures. More shitty Klingons. With Kazon. Loser. don't detect any more Kazon signatures. If there are more scavengers, they've left the area. They might come back with reinforcements, but we'll be long gone by then. Did our scans determine what happened to the Borg? Nothing conclusive, sir. Either the group that attacked the Borg didn't leave any debris behind, or earlier scavengers already looted the remains. We ruled out the Undine, but we can't draw any conclusions without more information. Perhaps if we determine who they are, they might be willing to ally with us against the Borg. Maybe. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go. Alright, let's head back towards the Dyson Sphere. The Ocampan freighter usually hangs around there. Here it is. Greetings, Louisa. Again. Well, if you don't have a swimsuit, you can just wait and buy one with Lola nuts later. Captain, we're being hailed by an Ocampan colony ship. On screen. Greetings, Aegis. I'm sorry to trouble you, but my fellow Ocampans and I require assistance. We're running low on energy to operate our food converters. There are elements we could use in the nearby ionic clouds, but they emit a form of theta radiation that our shields are unable to deflect. Your ship could easily resist this radiation. Would you be willing to extract the elements we need from the nebula so we can continue our journey? What is your group doing this far from former Ocampan space? We've managed to trade some of our resources and receive aid from allies to procure and restore these battered old ships, and we're looking for a safe place to set down and make a new home. We've met a few friendly species, such as our escorts here, who have given us hope that we might be able to find a peaceful place to end our journey, but for now we must continue searching. The dangers engulfing this quadrant have made our journey even more difficult, but I have hope that we will eventually find our way. Very well, we can assist you. It's not the first time we dealt with theta radiation. Sure, we can handle it again. You'll be taking my radiation, excuse me? Why don't you just collect your own radiation? Go find the Malon. I'm sure they'll give you some theta radiation if you ask nicely. No, the stupid Klingons wouldn't think of doing that. But no, Kazon, seriously, if you just want theta radiation, go ask the Malon. I'm sure they'll give you some theta radiation. They'll be more than happy to give you some. We have plenty of it to spare. You don't have to fight over this batch of radiation. Unless you're just assholes looking for a fight, which is probably what you are. This is our territory. Well, excuse me. These guys. It's a good thing you have confidence and try to do this on their own. Probably would not have fared very well. That's it. No more. You disappoint me, shitty Klingons. I was really expecting you guys to show up a third time. And be like, yeah, you'll never defeat us. Welcome back, Aegis. We're ready to begin the resource transfer when you are. We detected weapons fire near the Ina clouds. I hope you didn't have too much trouble. Nothing we couldn't handle. Thank you. Without friends, we'd never make it through these hard times. You're welcome. We'll be taking you... Oh god. Come on, guys. Really? Shifty Klingons, why are they so shifty? Why does their hair look like it had mud in it? On raiders. We have been easy targets for them if they weren't for our friends. Thank you for saving us from them. Welcome. You might want to set a new course in case they return. I most certainly agree. Thank you for your help, Admiral. With these supplies, we'll be able to continue our search for a home. Alright. Preferably not near here. Alright, with all that done, that is regular missions. I think I need to hail... Okay, no I don't. I thought I needed to hail Van Ziel to finish that mission, but no I don't. Alright, so we're gonna finish up tonight with Revelations here. That should put me at the 2-hour mark. It's a little bit of a longer mission.
We've received a distress call from the U.S.S. Callisto. The signal was garbled, and there's little more than their last known location in the data. Get out there and bring the Callisto home if you can.
Alright, find the Callisto.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
I'm looking into it. I swear I'm looking into it. Where are we going? Oh, all the way down here. I'll go get some duty officer missions going. Oh crap, I should have did this first. My bad. Sometimes I forget to do the R&D thing first before I do the duty officers, because then I lose my duty officers. I can do the research. Like, dang it. Alright, I need to turn my air conditioner on for a little bit. I will just mute my mic for a moment. Okay, now like not a whole lot of time to get some cool air in here. It's just getting warm. That's a problem during the summer. It gets too warm in my room, and then if I turn the AC on, it's like there's noise. Background. I do it for you, viewers, so you don't have to hear my air conditioner in the background. Let's begin Revelations. We arrived at the location of the distress call from the U.S.S. Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. And then there might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. Da 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 da. No luck, Admiral. Sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? We have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the U.S.S. Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7. This is Admiral Maven of the U.S.S. Aegis. We responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
Alright. They have a lot to explain.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed. As they lay claim to everything.
Attention trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
First off, don't call me endotherm. We will not be made into your prisoners. Reptile people. You know, we have a Saurian crew member who's a reptile. Let's open here too. I wonder what they think of Saurians. Do they consider them inferior? Smooth-skinned reptiles.
You have violated a mock facility and will be.
Huh? And what? And
where are they going?
I'm waiting.
It's not like the Voth to leave a battle.
I mean, I could have taken him. I'm pretty sure I could have taken him. I think it's probably like a 75% chance I could have taken them. That is odd. Admiral, I'm receiving a distress call from the Turay homeworld. On screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think the Voth were the ones who attacked the Turay? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Turay are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Course laid in for the Turay homeworld. Ready to leave on your orders. Hit it. As Captain Pike would say. Hit it.
We have arrived in the Turay system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Turay vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whatever they are, they're packing quite a punch. Yeah, quite a punch. These assailants are the technology are exceptional. Even the doors are not on ships such as these. Many ships are broken off and moving in our direction. Okay. Let's show them what we can do.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Turay thieves will be your undoing.
The Turay and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Turay's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate. Just shouting at each other. Yeah, I guess let's beam down.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Alright, let's beam down. Let's see, Florence, I'm going to leave you in command of the ship. So let's bring Chief New with us.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make it happen. Oh, me.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good. We'll help him and maybe he can answer some questions. Why are you getting in my face, Seven? I mean, yes, you are an attractive woman, I admit, but why are you getting, like, so... You're getting in my personal space. Why? Okay, whatever.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Seven, stop touching my back with your boobs, please. I'm trying to speak here. Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
What is the underspace?
You are not Teray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
Okay, sorry. Very well.
If I may, underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the corridor's radial wall. At the time, we speculated that the corridors would speed our journey back to Federation space. That was not possible.
If underspace is a Teray secret, how are these attackers able to use it?
The attackers were Vaadwaur. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Vaadwaur?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwaur. I would know.
Have you previously confronted the Vaadwaur? I mean, have you confronted the Vaadwaur previously?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwaur, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwaur used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vaadwaur we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vaadwaur are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Okay, sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vaadwaur. don't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
Alright, you do that.
I blame myself for the Vaadwaur's return. It was a door best left unopened.
This is a perfect opportunity to make use of this sniper rifle. Good. Good rifle. Alright, this thing. What do we need to do here?
No further hostile beams detected. Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Okay.
First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Okay, you actually have to pay attention to what 7 is saying here, because you have to kind of remember what she's saying here, so I'll just make a quick note. So we need to reboot.
Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampeners.
Reinitialize.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Align. Okay, got that. Reboot. Reinitialize. Align. If you get it wrong, then Vaadwaur will show up and ambush you. I need to reboot. And we need to reinitialize. And then lastly, we need to align.
Uplink established.
Go. It's one.
When we first rescued the Vaadwaur, we thought we could be allies.
Well. Well, I'm sad to say you fought wrong, 7.
No further hostile beams detected. No further hostile beams detected. Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Reboot.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Charge.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Align. Okay, I think I got it. Reboot. We need to charge. And align.
Defense node online.
Mission accomplished.
Whatever happens here, we must inform our superiors about the Vaadwaur threat. I have completed my analysis. Complete the following steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Reboot again.
Next, you must update the defense protocols.
Update.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Okay. Reboot. You need to update. And establish.
Uplink reinitialized. When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Vaadwaur was statistically insignificant.
Well, surprise, surprise, the Vaadwaur.
We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaadwaur. My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps in the correct order. First, you must launch the startup sequencers.
Launch.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Charge.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Okay, got that. Need to launch. And charge. And establish.
Connection reestablished.
Hey. The Vaadwaur will never conquer this one little part of the planet.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
I'm on my way.
Your team did an excellent
No further
job
hostile
getting the
beams.
defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off until the defense grid is completed for a restart sequence. I'll switch to my weapons.
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly the Vadwar are checked.
Attack.
Vadwar reinforcements approaching.
Assholes, don't leave yet. What do I hire you people for?
The Vadwar are relentless. Probability of our survival is slim. Vadwar are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
I'm trying to deal with some of these guys, but I'm not getting much of a chance to do so. It'd be nice if my security team for this stage here.
Up forever.
What is that?
It's Dinobots. They're reptites are here. Ow. I wish I could heal my soldiers without standing up. Dinobots go grrr.
No further hostile beams detected.
I'm receiving a message from the Aegis. The Vadwar are retreating to underspace. Even with their defense grid online, the turret couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vadwar do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vadwar tearing our ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Belas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize, Bayless. Admiral, the U.S.S. Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted. Not that he really needed my permission, but whatever.
Seven of 9.
Admiral?
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vadwar!
Vadwar? Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believe their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager,
welcome.
2 to beam up.
Hold on, Colas. There's like lots of loot left behind here. I can probably take and vendor loot I can take and sell. Okay, that's good. 7 and 9 has safely arrived on Voyager, and the Vaadwaur threat on the ground here is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're clear to return to Aegis on your command. Aim.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Touré. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. We're clear to depart as soon as you're ready, Admiral. Let's go.
The Vaadwaur. I had a feeling I hadn't seen the last of them. They were dangerous before, and now they have tech that can defeat the Voth. If the Vaadwaur come for us, we need to be ready.
I agree.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
And I have reached level 65, which is the maximum level in the game. Alright, so before we end here, it means I can use those specialization points now. Go to my bridge. I think I put those back in my account bank. If so, I should be able to get those from my ready room. Go to the bridge. It is getting hot in my room again. Warm. Not hot, but very warm. Come on, game, load. Loading! Should have several specialization points now. And yes, I put them in, I think. Because I'm a smart cookie. I also got some shields here. I don't know if I need those. Alright, so...
Congratulations, Admiral.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Congratulations. Alright. I now have 7 specialization points. Let me go ahead and... I guess I can just put them into a strategist right now and kind of fill this out. And then from here on out, I'll just be focusing on the intel tree. I got like one more point to fill this part out, but that's fine. I don't really need to fill. Well, I'll probably fill all of the strategists out, then start focusing on intel. And I got a few manuals here. See who I should give these skills to. You already have stasis field. You have stasis field. You have stasis field. Everybody has stasis field. And what about lunge? Well, let's go on lunge. Okay. And how are we on shields? We can use some shields here. I still don't have any armor for the other dude. Got a personal mobility shield. We'll give that to Chief New. Give you a Mark 11 shield. And I think that probably is the best I can do for the moment until I get some more shields. I gotta get some armor for this dude. Otherwise, he won't be useful without any armor. He'll just kind of die. Because shields mean very little in this game, especially on the ground. And reputation is still going. Alright, we made some progress today. So the next time we play, we have now unveiled that the new bad guys are the Vodwar. We will explore more the next time we do this here. So next time, okay, next time it's gonna be mostly patrols. That's fine. So anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. And the voyages of the Aegis and the Delta Quadrant and Admiral Maven will continue next time. So, again, thanks for watching. If you liked, leave a like. Follow, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter if you want, just to kind of keep up with things. And, yeah. Have a good night. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.